obviously, alright guys, I'm back. Obviously, you know what happened. I got ill in Riyadh and I wanted to fight, but I took the doctors and my dad's and my team's advice and we pulled out the fight. I'm gutted about it, but shit happens in life. But I'm back now, guys, and I can't wait to give you guys some fight news soon. I want them all. Usyk, Parker, and AJ, and whoever else wants it.
Daniel Dubois has now broke his silence on the debacle that happened in Saudi Arabia on the last crescendo, which saw him pull out at pretty much the 11th hour against Joseph Parker. He's given an interview. Now, it was with a very small channel. I cannot for the life of me remember the channel. I watched it on my iPhone. I didn't watch it on my spare iPhone, so it's all on there. But I will leave a little excerpt at the start of this video just to hear some of the things Daniel Dubois was saying, so you can obviously have a listen to there. He's essentially in this interview, at the very start, he's touching on the illness. He said it was swollen glands and that he was advised by not only the doctor, but by his dad to pull out of this fight. Now, crucially, what you need to remember is that he was not pulled necessarily by the board themselves. It's not like they turned around and they said, okay, we were drawing our sanction from this fight, as is the IBF. We were drawing all that. He is not medically cleared to continue or not medically cleared to fight. Not necessarily that. Judging by what he was saying, yes, it was swollen glands. He said that he felt quite drained, quite weak. Now, some people would say, gee, maybe you're nitpicking a little bit here. But when he was asked about it, I know it's Daniel Dubois, but he was saying it all started on Thursday, Friday, which is, for me, no, because this all happened on Thursday and Friday. I mean, it was announced, I think, Thursday evening / Friday afternoon or morning. I think it was Thursday evening there or thereabouts, that it was Martin Bacoli who was stepping in. We were all fighting this out pretty much the 11th hour. So that is a bit strange that he would use those dates. But he basically said it was swollen glands. He was feeling very fatigued, very drained, and that it was the advice of the doctor to withdraw from this fight. And it was also the advice from Daniel Dubois' dad, whose advice he takes pretty much above all else, to withdraw from this fight. Now, crucially, and I will give Dubois credit for this, the interviewer then mentioned the fact that it's likely Alexander Usyk next, and what does this mean about Joseph Parker? And some people could say maybe this is Dubois trying to keep face, but I think with Dubois it was genuine. He seemed really annoyed that the Joseph Parker fight didn't happen. And he's mentioned the fact that, look, he's been told he's been fighting in July, wink wink. We kind of are thinking, all right, July, where who else is it going to really be other than Alexander Usyk? But he's basically said that his preference is at this minute to fight Joseph Parker because he feels like there's unfinished business there. He went into Riyadh, he went into training camp, everything, wanting to go and beat Joseph Parker, wanting to do a demolition job on him, and now he feels quote unquote deprived of the opportunity, and he wants to right that wrong. He still wants to go and actually fight Joseph Parker. So you have to give Daniel Dubois credit, if nothing else, for at least still wanting to go and face Joseph Parker. When mentioned about Alexander Usyk, he did mention, Alexander Usyk and this, that, and the other, all the belts, stuff like that. But he mentioned the crucial bit is, I've been told I'm fighting in July. So July is not a million miles away. We're talking, 3-4 months. So likelihood is negotiations are well on course for him against Alexander Usyk. And if it's going to be in July, you would expect at the end of April, start of May. You might even expect it kind of coming with the Ben Eubank or just slightly after that, an announcement on that, because they normally look to really do a good bit of, good run up to these, big events and stuff like that, the big events. So that was Daniel Dubois. It's his first real interview. Again, some people would ask the question, okay, he's given his first interview since this whole debacle. It's taken well over a month. Okay, fair enough. And he's done it on a very small platform, but saying that other people have done that in the past as well. Tyson Fury did one of the first interviews, I think, after he lost to Usyk. I can't remember exactly who it was. Or was Frank Warren? I know with channels like Box Nation and stuff like that, when they were doing interviews and stuff like that, people were like, who the hell are these guys? I mean, you knew who Box Nation was, but we're like, why is Umar on there and interviewing there? So it could be just a channel that's, been taken over by someone and, it'll go from strength to strength now. But that's Dubois. So basically saying that he was ill, he was advised, he wasn't pulled by the board or anyone like that, he was advised by the doctor, by his dad, he heeded their advice. He still wants Joseph Parker. Crucially, he mentioned Anthony Joshua again. Yeah, look, I'm not interested in seeing him beat AJ again, to be honest with you. I think that fight, it was incredible when it happened, just to see what we saw in the ring that night. But, I mean, With Anthony Joshua, I think it's pretty much Fury or bust with him at this stage. I'm not picking him over Daniel Dubois. I think Dubois beats him easier this time. So that's basically the situation with everything. Dubois has broke his silence. He is back in the public eye, for want of a better word, and he'll be fighting in July. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed the video, people. As always, of course, if you could, smash the like button, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. Let me know your thoughts, and until next time, I will leave it there. Peace.